And good evening, everybody, or actually good afternoon, rather, as we are here at Chicagoland Speedway to continue on what has been a great Tropicana race weekend. It's the Tropicana 200 version 2 now for the Division 2 trucks of the Oreo Truck Series. 27 laps of racing. Who's going to emerge victorious? We have no idea, but guess what? Our first-time winners list has grown to 6, with Barney Ward picking up his first Truck Series victory in the Oreo Truck Series yesterday in the Division 1 race. So after 5 first-time winners at Daytona, our 6th one happened yesterday. Will the streak continue to 7 here today? We're going to find out in mere moments. Sean Galligan on the point for this race. He won earlier on this season. Alongside of him, Connor Germain looking for his first Truck Series victory. Of course, he went to victory lane in the Mobile and Cup Series, picking up his first NNSCRA victory at Daytona last week. James McLeod comes in 9th in the standings right now. A good run could help that car keep in the top 10 in standings, as he'll start off alongside of Jeff Ehlers. A lot of drivers will be watching here during the course of the day, including points leader Jake Rogers, who comes in with an 18-point advantage over second in the standings, and current rookie points leader Joseph Bryant. Matthew Rodriguez also in this field. Actually, he'll be starting off from position number 11. He comes in 4th in the standings. We talked about James McLeod rolling off 3rd there. He comes in 9th in the standings. And also, Jordan Hesder finished off the race, I believe it was in the 23rd position in the Division 1 race. In order for Anthony McCurry or Daniel Schwab to be able to get into the top 10 in the standings, they would have to finish. For McCurry, he would have to finish in 16th or better. Daniel Schwab would have to finish in 12th or better. And he would have to finish ahead of Anthony McCurry. So we're going to be keeping an eye on them during the course of the day, as well as they come in 11th and 12th in the standings. Alright, so enough talk. Let's get these cars rolling off. I am so excited to see what's going to happen here today at Chicagoland. We had a photo finish, 21 thousandths of a second between Barney Ward and James Qualls in Division 1 race. I think Division 2 will not disappoint. Here comes the starting lineup. Most of the times when we come to a racetrack, it's a home track for a certain driver. This track, Chicagoland, it's the home track for Dylan Young, as he'll be trying to pick up his 2nd Truck Series victory this season, his 3rd overall. He's going to have to do it from the back of the pack, though. We'll follow Dylan, the hometown hero, during the course of this race. Green flag is out. Sean Galligan, he's looking for his 2nd win of the season to help put him into a wild card spot, because we know that Aaron Reed, who actually is starting off in the top 10 here, looking for his 3rd Truck Series victory. He and John Dillon each have 2 truck wins apiece and hold the 2 wild card spots. Whoa, Connor Germain! Hang on to it! Did he? No! Oh, they're piling in! Oh, good gravy! Bob Fergus is in it. Cody Yamas is in it. Michael Harvey, Sasha Dawson, Adam Rose, Daniel Schwab. Oh, Schwab! He's one of those drivers we were watching to see if he could get into the top 10. Tib Walsh may have gotten a piece of it. Yokohama Kato may have been involved. Richard Johnson, we know, was. Corey Williams, Danny Wells, they're crunched. Oh, my goodness. Harvey, front-end damage, Jake Baskinger. There's Joseph Bryant. He crossed the stripe in 26th. Where did Jake Rogers cross? 22nd. As we're under the caution flag, obviously. Leader under the caution is going to be Robert Young. Robert Young, yeah. Easy for me to say. Robert Bann, our Division 1 champ, leads the way. Our Division 1... Boy, I'm having a hard time. Our Season 1 Truck Series champion, Robert Bann, he paces us under the caution flag, but a huge wreck ensuing back there. Let's take a look and see what happened. Now, starting out in front isn't always a blessing, and apparently that's the case here for Connor Germain. Watch right here. Sasha Dawson, Jeff Ehlers, they get into each other back there. It sends Ehlers down to McLeod, and McLeod up into Connor Germain, and whoa, Aaron Reed just got by there. Ehlers gets sideways. Brandon Gonzalez is back behind all this, and look at him coming into the picture there. Mackenzie Hopkins, Cody Yamas, Bob Fergus, Marco Rossi, Sasha Dawson, Michael Harvey, Tim Walsh, Tim Feigl, Adam Rose plows into Feigl. Look at Dylan Young. He maneuvers his way through there, I think. Yes, he did. But in the mix there as well, you see Jessica Miller. I think I see Bill Doberpool back there. That may be Zach Buchanan. Nope, it's Bill Doberpool. Jake Rogers was held up back behind that too. You see him going on the outside there, but he may have gotten a piece of it as well. But the caution is out, a big pile up here, and we'll take a look and see just exactly who's going to retire from this event. Nick Bergen, another driver that I failed to mention, involved in this as well. Green flag will come back out on lap 6 of 27, and already we have quite a few retirees from this race, including Tim Walsh, Yokohama Kato, Cody Yamas, Michael Harvey, Danny Wells, Bob Fergus, Tim Feigl, Richard Johnson, and Adam Rose. Actually, I've just received word that both Tim Walsh and Yokohama Kato, as you see them there on the inside line, they are only one lap down, and so they are not out of the race. They are still in this thing, but they are one lap down to the leaders after extended stays on pit road to repair the damage that they sustained under that earlier incident. Alright, so we'll give you the top 10 first. Robert Band leads, second is Jake Croven, third is Sean Galligan, fourth is Dylan Schwallenberg, and James McLeod is fifth. Aaron Reed, sixth, seventh is Brendan Patterson. Jacob Boyer, 8th, 9th is Margaret Mason, and Anthony McCurry is in 10th. Now, right now, Anthony McCurry would be inside the top 10 in standings based on where he's running because he has to be 16th or better and ahead of Daniel Schwab. Now, Daniel Schwab, on the other hand, let's see where he's running. He is currently in 28th. He needs to be 12th or better and ahead of Anthony McCurry. There's still a lot of time to be able to make a move there, so he may not be giving up yet. Green flag back out. For this restart, let's quickly take a look back at our points leader, Jake Rogers. There he is, 21st. He is ahead of Joseph Bryant, who restarted in 26th place. So, right now, Rogers is in good shape as he is trying to... Oh, look out! John Acosta got turbo kill. Oh, look out! They're wrecking! Oh, they're piling in! Make that Daniel Schwab was involved. Jake Rogers and Dylan Young, the points leader. He gets spun out. Who else was that? Zach Buchanan. There's Daniel Schwab. He's not going to get into the top 10 at this rate. Oh, Mackenzie Hopkins and John Acosta, they get together as well. I'll bet that must have been Acosta maybe coming back up the racetrack. Joseph Bryant's got damage, and Jake Rogers is smoking. The points leader, he's smoking. Dylan Young has no right wheel well left. He is retiring. And Jake Rogers, the points leader, his deficit may go in a hurry as he is going to be... Yes, he is retiring. Oh, no. Oh my goodness, now how bad is the damage to Joseph Bryant is my question. Oh, Corey Williams was involved as well, Bill Doberpool. But there's Bryant. You can see damage to the Racing with Jesus Dodge. But this could throw this whole point system completely out of coercion here as the caution is out, and I believe the leader is Robert Band still. We'll take a look here. Yes, indeed, he leads over Sean Galligan, but the caution's out, and this is big. Let's take a look and see what happened. Now, the initial contact, I think, occurs here when they get 3 wide. Yeah, Jake Rogers turns Jacob Rodriguez into Dylan Young, who then turns into Mackenzie Hopkins. Mackenzie's able to continue, but I think she's going to get nailed by John Acosta at some point here. But there you see Jessica Miller, Zach Buchanan. They run into it. Daniel Schwab runs into Zach Buchanan. Connor Germain's kind of held up by this. Now, let's just quickly look here, because really not much damage was sustained at this point. But John Acosta, oh, he came up into Joseph Bryant. And Bryant goes up into Nick Bergen. And Bryant, that's how he got his damage. He slammed the outside wall. Nick Bergen got a piece of it. And then John Acosta, does he get hit by Mackenzie Hopkins, perhaps? Let's see here. So we know how Joseph Bryant was involved. Let's see. Jake Baskinger gets by. Jeff Ehlers just squeaks by. And while John Acosta is trying to turn his race car around, Mackenzie Hopkins plows into the back. Oh, Connor Germain, how did he miss that? His car actually went underneath John Acosta to miss that. Oh, and there's Dylan Young and Jake Rogers. They both kind of sliced, in a way, the 64 of Mackenzie Hopkins. And that's how both of them sustained their damage. And you gotta think, Joseph Bryant saw the 91 smoke, and you'll see in just a moment here, Joseph Bryant bypassing both Dylan Young, the hometown favorite, and Jake Rogers, the points leader. And you have to think, his pit crew, his crew chief, they're saying, this is our opportunity. We have got to stay out and try and pick up positions. As Jake Rogers is involved in an incident, the top two were actually involved in the exact same incident. Speaking, of course, of the top two in the standings. Let's go back to green flag racing as the points leader has been taken out of the equation for winning here at Chicagoland. Well, here's the way it stacks up. Drivers out of this race are the cars of Bill Doberpool, Mackenzie Hopkins, John Acosta, Dylan Young, the hometown favorite, will retire in 31st. Jake Rogers will be 32nd. Okay, 32nd, which means Joseph Bryant, in order to leave as the points leader, he will have to finish in 12th or better. Or is it 13th? Wait a minute, I'm trying to get a word here to find out. And they're saying he'll have to finish 13th or better. 13th or better to leave with the points lead for Joseph Bryant. Also out of the race are the cars of Corey Williams and Tim Walsh. So where is Bryant running as we currently speak? He is currently running in 21st. He needs a much better finish than that to leave as the points leader. It's not impossible. Robert Band leads, Sean Galligan second, James McLeod, Aaron Reed, and Dylan Schwallenberg. That's your top five. Aaron Reed, he could certainly lock up a win or a wild card spot with a third straight win here in the Oreo Truck Series. Be the first time I think anybody's ever done that as well. Green flag is out, and Galligan, the pole sitter, going to go right back to work on Robert Band here. Let's take a look and look back here in just a moment at Joseph Bryant, see if he's making any progress. Remember, 13th or better, that's where he's got to be. Look at Aaron Reed. Boy, is he looking for the trifecta or what? That car has been on a major momentum streak as he's side by side. Oh, Galligan gets up into Robert Band, who bounces off the wall. Whoa, look out! Whoa, Anthony McCurry sideswipes him. Caution's out. Who's the leader? I have no clue. Dylan Schwallenberg. Schwallenberg's the leader in the 72 after all that utter chaos. The caution is out for, it looks like, Zach Buchanan, Jake Baskinger, Nick Bergen, and Sasha Dawson. And Joseph Bryant, he moved up to 18th. Oh, look out. Whoa! Oh, he's into the back of Jeff Ehlers there. That's not going to be good. Kayla Barnes got turned around. She's got front-end damage now. Caution's out, though. And the leader, after utter chaos, is Dylan Schwallenberg. Let's see what happened. Now here's a look at what happened to our Pocono race winner, Nick Bergen, and others. Right there, you see Jake Baxter make contact with Connor Germain. Then he comes back up the racetrack, gets hooked by Jessica Miller. It sends him up the racetrack, and nowhere for several of these drivers to go, including, again, Daniel Schwab. Look at Joseph Bryant. Get down the sideline, make the pass, and pick up spots. Joseph Bryant coming off his first ever Snickers Cup Series victory, and you can just see the cars pile up there. Nick Bergen, Sasha Dawson, Jacob Rodriguez, Zach Buchanan, and several others. Well, it is seeming like now we're watching Joseph Bryant try and get the points lead, and Anthony McCurry try and get into the top 10, as Daniel Schwab has been involved in, I think, at least 3 different incidents. I don't think he's going to finish any higher than 12th, so I don't think he's in contention here for getting inside the top 10. But we're under the caution. Let's go back to green as we are nearing halfway. So we'll go back to green flag racing. It'll be on lap 16 of 27. Dylan Schwallenberg, boy, has he got a task on his hands. He's got to hold off the hot and heavy Aaron Reed, who is looking for his 3rd straight, you heard me right, 3rd straight Oreo Truck Series victory. Jacob Boyer there into 3rd, Brendan Patterson 4th, and Margaret Mason in 5th. So right now we have 4 drivers inside the top 5 who could keep our first-time winner streak going up to 7. James McLeod, he's in 6th. Jake Croven is 7th. Sean Galligan 8th. Savannah Turner's now in 9th. And Mike Dawson is in 10th. Right now, Anthony McCurry would mathematically be inside the top 10 in standings, as he is in the 11th position. He has to be 16th or better to be inside the top 10, and he is there. Joseph Bryant, he's missing his hood now after making a pit stop. He's got to be 12th or 13th or better in order to leave as the points leader, and he is currently 19th without the hood. So if more wrecks occur and more drivers retire and he's not involved in it, he could end up getting into the points lead. Robert Bann also has his race car in the back of this field in the 20th position without a hood. He started up front, and he was up front for a while, but he's back there, not sure why, but we'll find out that very soon, we hope. As the green flag comes back out, it's a single file restart this time, because there are less than 10 laps to go, so the lap car of Yokohama Kato will not play a factor up here at the front. Well, Aaron Reed, he did not catch up to Schwallenberg. However, Jacob Boyer did catch up to Aaron Reed, and he's now going to go to the inside for the second position. He's actually looking for the lead. Whoa, look out. Oh, he almost got turned there. Margaret Mason, hang on to it. Oh, no. Jacob Boyer, Aaron Reed, they're piling in. Will Joseph Bryant get through all this, though? Where is he? Where is he? There he is. He did get through. Jacob Rodriguez, heavy damage. Aaron Reed will not be able to make the trifecta as he's involved. And Jacob Boyer's in it as well. He was able to continue, though. Oh, is there damage to Mike Dawson? There is some front-end damage to the Mike Dawson Wildfire car. And the caution is out. Sean Galligan, he may have gotten a piece of it as well. As, oh my goodness, that was from position number 2 on back where that wreck occurred. And somehow, some way, Joseph Bryant got through it, and where is he now? 16th. He needs 3 more spots. It's possible with the cars that are damaged ahead of him, but the caution nonetheless is out. Dylan Schwallenberg leads under caution, and let's see what the yellow flag flew for once again. Well, watch right here. James McLeod gets into Margaret Mason. It sends her up the racetrack, and she just barely clips Jacob Boyer, who cannot hold on to it. Aaron Reed gets involved as well, and watch them just start plowing in. Aaron Reed gets shoved by the James McLeod machine. Margaret Mason sustains some damage. Mike Dawson as well. Look at Anthony McCurry slither his way through. Wow! Oh, and Jacob Rodriguez, he rammed into the back of Sean Galligan. That's what happened there. Daniel Schwab involved in yet another incident as he goes up and slams the outside retaining wall. And there's Galligan spun out as he crossed the stripe, I think, in the 19th position or 22nd, something like that. I can't remember where it was. But Galligan, 17th. That's where he crossed the stripe in. So Galligan's been up front all day, and that's a tough break for him. Jacob Rodriguez smoking. Aaron Reed will not get his 3rd win in a row, as several drivers are involved here at Chicagoland, and Dylan Schwallenberg continues to lead. We will go back to green flag racing, and we'll have a total of 7 laps remaining. Now, here's the damage done after that incident. Only 1 or 2 drivers out of the race. They are Jacob Rodriguez and Michael Dawson. Aaron Reed is 18th, but he does have damage to his race car. Let's see what the damage is. Oh, yeah, look at that. The whole hood and the whole rear deck lid gone on the Bradbury 78. So he will not be able to win this race for the 3rd straight time. Margaret Mason also missing her hood. A tough break for her. She was up in the 3rd position at the time of the caution. Dylan Schwallenberg leads. James McLeod 2nd. Anthony McCurry, he will be in the top 10 in the standings, no doubt about it, when we leave here today. Savannah Turner up to 4th, and Brandon Gonzalez is in 5th. Brendan Patterson is 6th. 7th is Jake Croven. Marco Rossi now up in the top 10 in 8th. 9th is Jacob Boyer, and Daniel Schwab is in the 10th position, but he is not ahead of Anthony McCurry, so he can't get into the top 10 in standings until he bypasses Anthony McCurry. He has to be 12th or better. He has succeeded in that, but he has to be ahead of the Shell Ford. Green flag back out, lap 21 of 27. Anthony McCurry looking for more. He's looking for his 2nd Truck Series win of the season. That could get him a wild card spot. regardless of whether he finishes in the top 10 in the standings or not, as he now bypasses James McLeod for that position. McLeod's off the pace. Something's wrong with James McLeod. He's got damage to that race car. It may have him off the pace, but he is losing positions by the bucket load, as now Marco Rossi will go to work on him. Meanwhile, up front, it's Savannah Turner to the lead. Brandon Gonzalez now into the picture. Whoa, look at Brandon Patterson shoot the middle in the KFC Chevrolet. How did he do that? And he's making it work too, as he will battle side by side with both Brandon Gonzalez and Dylan Schwallenberg. Here comes Jacob Boyer back into the picture. He pretty much got screwed out of being the leader there after that last caution. He's now up back in the top 5, as we are still green flag racing here at Chicagoland. Where is Joseph Bryant? We've got to find out where Bryant is running. He is 13th! 13th for Bryant! That's where he needs to be in order to leave as the points leader. Joseph Bryant is 13th on the running order. How far back to the next car? It's a ways back to Aaron Reed. If he could catch Margaret Mason and pass her or get a caution, that could be big for Bryant. He has a big opportunity of leaving as the points leader after a misfortune by Jake Rogers earlier on, but it is Savannah Turner leading. Dylan Schwallenberg second. Brendan Patterson now runs in third. Boy, is it getting down to crunch time now. Savannah Turner with about a car length over Dylan Schwallenberg, who now starts to close in. Here comes Jacob Boyer. He'll take the 4th position from Brandon Gonzalez. Anthony McCurry there. Battle for the lead. Schwallenberg gets the run. Savannah Turner tries to battle back high. Who leads at the stripe? It is by a splitter, Savannah Turner. But here comes Dylan Schwallenberg back to the inside. He will take the top spot. Oh boy. Here comes Brendan Patterson into the mix now. Here comes Jacob Boyer. We've got 3, make it 2.5 laps to go. Who's got what it takes to win this thing? Anthony McCurry starting to lose some spots there. Is Daniel Schwab one of those drivers who is trying to catch him? Let's see. Whoops. I ended up missing McCurry. There we go. There's McCurry. Where's Daniel Schwab in relationship to him? He's quite a ways back. McCurry will definitely be in the top 10 leaving here today. But we're still watching the battle on for the lead. It's not over. Schwallenberg has it, but here comes the charge of Jacob Boyer, 3 wide for second. Patterson and Savannah Turner get stuck there, 3 wide, as here comes Schwallenberg. White flag will be displayed for Dylan Schwallenberg in the 72 car. Caution's out. Whoa, there's a car around. That may have been Savannah Turner. Caution's out, but it won't matter. They took the white flag before the caution waved. Schwallenberg has 1 more lap to be able to get it done and pick up his first Truck Series victory. But here comes Brendan Patterson trying to run him down, but it may be too little too late for the KFC Chevrolet. Out of turn 4 for the final time. Dylan Schwallenberg will pick up his first NNSCRA victory as he wins the Tropicana 200 version 2. And the first time winners list, it extends to 6. No, 7. And it was Savannah Turner. What a tough break for the 62. She's the reason we're under the caution, as she was up inside the top 5 at the moment the white flag was displayed. But Dylan Schwallenberg, the rookie, will pick up valuable spots in the points as he wins here today at Chicagoland. Where did Joseph Bryant officially finish? 18th. He was involved in that. And so Bryant will not leave as the points leader. He had an ample opportunity, and he did not capitalize. He's involved. Let's see what happened to Savannah Turner. Wow. This was an incredible finish. Watch right here. Savannah just gets into the wall there. Jacob Boyer actually got spun out by Brandon Gonzalez. And then Gonzalez comes up. He gets into McLeod, and it's just going to block up the racetrack, I think. See if we can get to a better camera angle here. That's not exactly as good as I thought it would be. I was hoping it would give us a better angle. Well, here we go. We'll take a look from this angle here. There you see, there's Savannah Turner on the high side. The middle groove is James McLeod. The low groove, that's Jacob Boyer. And there you see Daniel Schwab going by. Then incoming to the picture is Margaret Mason, and Joseph Bryant is directly behind. Is he going to run into the back of Savannah Turner. Let's see. He's trying to miss, and yep, he runs into Savannah Turner. Down he comes, and he hits James McLeod as well. Joseph Bryant, if he had missed that, I believe Bryant would have finished the race in the 12th position. But we have heavy-duty damage to the Savannah Turner machine. There you see Bryant, his car disabled, and he had an opportunity right down here to the white flag to leave as the points leader, and it will not happen. Jake Rogers will still be the leader heading into Michigan. As the caution flies, the race is over, and Dylan Schwallenberg extends the first-time winner's streak to 7 and picks up his first NSCRA victory with his first Oreo Truck Series victory. And we've got mobile cars and Snickers cars coming up next. This is going to be one wild weekend. It's already started off wild. It'll end wild. And the points are certainly going to be shaken up. Let's take a look and see who's going to be where heading into next week's race at Michigan in the standings. As we know, Anthony McCurry has moved into the top 10, Jordan Hester has fallen out, and Joseph Bryant is not yet going to be the points leader as Jake Rogers survives yet another week and will remain the points leader. You've been watching the NSCRA Offline Racing at its Best. Here comes the finishing order and standings.